Werewolves Within is an indie horror comedy movie released in 2021. It follows the residents of a small town as they are attacked by werewolves during a snowstorm.
Oh.
The movie is an adaptation of an Ubisoft game of the same name, released in 2016. It stars Sam Richardson as the town's new park ranger, and Milana Vaintrub as the town's mail carrier. These two characters were the best part of this movie. You might remember Sam Richardson as Richard Splett from the HBO show Veep. His delivery is fabulous, and his facial expressions really bring it home. As for Milana, she was a lot better than I thought she was going to be. You probably recognize her as the AT&T girl. She was quirky, funny, and the sarcastic badass that this movie needed. I feel like this movie kind of flew under the radar and should have been marketed more. It's definitely a low-budget indie movie, but it didn't feel like a low-budget indie movie per se. It was cut really tight and moved the story along fast enough to make you not realize that the writing is filled with exposition. You don't really see the monsters often. I get it, makeup and shit is expensive. And honestly, it was a bit predictable. That being said, it executed on a high level and turned out to be a really fun hour and a half. Despite the title, it felt like a comedy with horror tones. It felt like a Shaun of the Dead or Tucker and Dale vs. Evil had a baby with Clue, which is quite honestly very impressive, especially when the leads of the movie are as unproven as these two were. Comedy and horror, I think, are the two hardest movies to make well, and to do it in one movie is great to see. If you like horror comedies, then this is right up your alley. That 6 out of 10 rating on IMDb can go fuck itself. I give it a 4.5 out of 5 balls.